Good day, my dear Titans, brothers and sisters who have assembled here for this, the first foundation training. I'm very excited for all of you. As you know, our business is a very exciting business. Okay, and all of you who are participating in this training today are very excited about the future you have in this industry. They say that attitude determines your altitude. What does it mean? It simply means that your attitude in this business will determine whether you will grow high and you will climb success in this business. Traditionally, many of you have experienced different kinds of businesses, and you have applied those strategies of the traditional business, and you have learned and experienced it. Now you have come into this industry where you are going to try and apply the same traditional methods or strategies. I would want to warn you today, those strategies which you applied in those traditional businesses would not work here. If you apply them here, you will fail miserably. And that is the reason why we have this training today, so that we can understand and learn today how to use our strategies, the strategies which works here in this industry. So let it be very clear, your traditional strategies would never apply to this industry. Our strategies here are very different. And hence, you have to focus on the strategies which we are going to discuss today. You see, basketball strategies does not apply for swimming and vice versa. Similarly, if you play badminton, okay, and if you know the strategies for badminton, doesn't mean that that same strategies will apply for soccer. Okay, we need to change some of the traditional mindsets for us to succeed in this industry. You have to remember that every business has its own strategies. Okay, some of the traditional mindsets are, if we have more contacts, we are better off and we will be very successful. This is what traditional mindset is. But in our industry, you don't need a lot of contacts. For example, if you are opening up a traditional business like a restaurant, and if that business, to make that business successful, you may require a lot of contacts. You may require to go around and create a lot of contacts. Okay, but in our industry, we don't need a lot of contacts like in the case of a restaurant. Now, if you are going to a school, some parents, when you put up your children in schools, you want to send them to the best schools in your township, in your city. Why do you do so? You do it because you want to establish contacts with the best in the town, with the best people in the town, the most successful people in the town. Okay? Now, some people think that more sales you make, you get more success, which may not be true in our industry. Okay? Our industry, you do not need a lot of sales to succeed. Some of us, we look around our neighborhood. We look for influential people. Okay? We look for influential people in the church. We look for politicians who are very influential. Okay? And we go around connecting with as many people as we can for us to build our traditional businesses. Paradigm shift number 1, work within your circle of influence. You do not need a lot of contacts to build this business. If you look at our industry, you don't need a lot of contacts to succeed in our industry. You basically work with your circle of influence. Okay, circle of influence. What is your circle of influence? Everyone has a circle of influence. What is your circle of influence? Your circle of influence is people within your contacts. For example, if you talk about your circle of influence, the most important category would be your friends. Okay, the next most important category would be your relatives, your colleagues, and your social contacts. Okay, you have to work within your circle of influence. Okay, you don't need to influence a lot of people to succeed. You just don't need to influence a lot of people, but you can influence maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 10 people. Okay, you don't need a lot of business to become successful in our industry. Okay, so your circle of influence matters, and your circle of influence means people who know you, people who have been in contact with you, people who trust you, people who know you very well from your childhood days. Most people have a circle of influence between 3 to 5 people. Circle of influence simply means people on whom you can influence. For example, they trust you, they believe you, they have a good relationship with you. And when they have this trust, belief, and relationship, then you can call those people as people in your circle of influence. Most people have a circle of influence between 3 to 5 people. Okay? You may not recruit 100 people into this business, but each one of you sitting in this room can recruit maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 7, maybe 10 people into your business. How many of you can do this? It is very important for you to understand that your circle of influence includes your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, and your social contacts. If you can recruit 3 to 5, and if each one of them can recruit 3 to 5, that simply means that everyone has their circle of influence. Your people, the people whom you bring into the business, could also recruit 3 to 5 people. They also have a circle of influence. Does it make a difference if the people who come on board in this business are not your directs? It does not. It is very simple for you to understand. You do not have to recruit entire Africa for you to grow in this business. You just have to recruit a few, and those few could also work within their circle of influence. The computer doesn't care. Why should you care? The computer does not care whether it is your direct or your indirect. Okay? The computer only counts the total number of sales produced every week. Okay? It does not matter whether it comes from your direct or from your indirect. Okay? Which simply means that you can recruit a few people from your circle of influence, and you can work with those people and help them to also do the same. Okay? It is very important that you understand this philosophy. Okay? Make yourself recruit a few directs and then help them to bring more directs into the business through their circle of influence. And when each one of you do this, the business starts to grow. So, paradigm shift number 1 is you work within your circle of influence. Now, as I was telling you about everybody recruiting their directs, it is very important for you to understand this. Okay, this business works when you work as a team, when you help your directs to produce their directs. Okay, now you brought in a couple of directs into the business, and you help and support those people to produce their directs from their circle of influence. And when you continue helping and supporting your directs to find their directs from their circle of influence, the business starts to grow and it starts to produce more and more results. You must be patient in this process. When I say you must be patient, it simply means that after you get your directs into the business, you have to work with them. You have to educate them. You have to support them. You have to be part of their journey in this business. Okay? You cannot recruit the entire country, the entire world into your business. Okay? And instead, you should be focused on recruiting a few, supporting, training, developing them into successful entrepreneurs. Start with your circle of influence. Help them to work within their circle of influence. Support your team to recruit and train them how to recruit from their circle of influence. I remember in this occasion, I want to share with you how I recruited Johnson into the business. Okay. Now, Johnson was not part of my circle of influence, but he was part of the circle of influence of one of my leaders in Muscat. Okay. I used to go from Bahrain and travel to Muscat and would work with this individual. His name is Sergeant Sakarias. And one fine day, Sergeant told me about Johnson and his friendship with Johnson, and asked me if I could help recruit Johnson in Bahrain. And Sergeant was living in Muscat, and I decided to meet Johnson on behalf of Sergeant. Okay. One fine day, Johnson came to meet me, and we got introduced to each other, and I decided to show him what we do in this business. And Johnson got really excited, and he became part of the team. And then he started working with me. He is not my direct. He is a direct recruited by Sergeant from Muscat, but Johnson started working with me. And over the next couple of years, he transformed my network from a Middle East-based network to an Asian business builder. And from Asia, he moved to Africa. And all of you know him. He has now grown into a very successful business builder. So the point I'm trying to make is, I do not need to go and build Africa by myself. I can recruit somebody who in turn can go and build Africa. And that is what I achieved through Johnson. So you do not have to work in this business. You do not have to go outside your circle of influence and meet people whom you don't know. The only way to start this culture is to do it yourself. What does it mean? It simply means that you recruit a few, get them on board in this business, train them, teach them, develop them, and then eventually allow them to do the same. Okay? And when you do it yourself, you become an example of how this business is built. Help your team members to recruit from their circle of influence. And when you do so, when you yourself do it, and when you help them to do it, it sets the culture in the team. And once you set a culture, and once you practice that culture again and again and again, what happens is this becomes a mass movement. It becomes an extremely successful formula, a formula which gives success to everyone. So you will recruit from your circle of influence, and the people whom you recruited, they will recruit from their circle of influence. And if everybody does the same, you could grow to 4 levels of duplication within a short period of time. And this is exactly why this culture is very, very critical and crucial. Okay, I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to explain to you. You do not need a lot of contacts in this business. You just need to work within your circle of influence. If you cannot bring 2, 3, 4, 5 partners into the business, then you are not going to succeed. You are not in this training. You are in the wrong place. Paradigm shift number 2. Human nature is trained to think of these people, me, myself, and I. Most of you seated here, you are all self-centered. We have been trained to be self-centered. We always think about ourselves. We want to succeed in everything we do. We always think about what is in it for me. What would be my benefit? How would I succeed? What is my outcome? How much marks will I score in my exam? How much benefit will I get from what I do? We are always self-centered. I just want to share with you a small story I read somewhere. Okay, 2 kids were put into a small room, and they were given a lot of toys to play. Maybe more than 1,000 toys were put into the room. And the people who organized this left the kids in the room and went away. And they came back after a few minutes, maybe about 30 minutes later. And when they came back, it was to their surprise to see that both the kids were fighting for one particular toy. Even though they had thousands of toys in that room, both of them wanted the same toy. Everybody is focused on themselves. If you focus on yourself, you will never succeed in this business. It is very important that you forget about yourself. It is very important that you focus on your partners. Okay? Now, think about this. You went through your studies. You studied well. You wrote your exam. At the end of the exam, when you finish writing your answers, whose name will you write on top of your exam sheet? Will you write your friend's name, or will you write your name? Okay. It is very important when you are in the corporate world. Let's say your boss asked you to prepare a project, do a project and submit the project within a certain time period. Whom would you give credits for the project once you complete your project? It is always you yourself. We have been trained to focus on ourselves. Okay? We have been trained to focus on our volume, our effort, our results. Okay? Every time we do anything, we think, what is in it for me? Okay? What would I get? How would I benefit? Forget yourself. If you are a self-centered person, if you only focus about yourself, if you think it is all about you, then I'm guaranteeing you, you will become a great failure. Okay? You would never succeed to your true potential. If you want to succeed, focus on others. Focus on your partners. Make sure that you work with them from day one. Make sure that you teach and train them everything you know. Make sure you work with them, caddy them, go on business visits with them, go on training visits with them. Make sure that they work with you and learn everything from you. Why is it important? It is very important that they succeed. And for them to succeed, they need to learn. And for them to learn, you need to be selfless. You have to support, train, and build your partners. Paradigm shift number 3. This is a very big business. This business is huge. It is beyond your imagination today. All of you seated here, please understand this. This is not a small thing like what you have done in the past. Many of you would have done small businesses in the past where you had invested a little bit of money to make a little bit of money. Okay? But this business, it is one of the biggest I have seen so far, which you and me could do and succeed humongously. Why? Because it has the potential to take you from a nobody to a somebody. What does it mean? It simply means that you can start small and you can grow this business and become very big. Okay? It is a life transforming business, a business where you could start with very little capital, with very little knowledge, with very little skills. But the system we have in our business, the system the Titans team is giving you, will help you grow from that novice business builder to an expert business entrepreneur, a person who has grown his business and a person who will move products and services globally on this amazing e-commerce online platform. It is critical for you to understand this and accept it. Now, what do we call a small business? A small business is a business which one person centric, meaning you are the business owner, you are the salesman, you are the accountant, you are the delivery boy, you are everything. Okay, that's a small business. Now, the business which you and me are doing here, this business is no small business. This is something which you could grow. It would start from you and eventually it could grow to a level where you would make $200 a week. You may make eventually, gradually, it may increase to $400 a week. It could increase to $1,000 a week. And slowly but surely, it could reach its highest potential. And that potential is 20,000 amazing US dollars a week. 20,000 US dollars, and you think that it is a small business? I'm not talking about making $20,000 in a year. I'm talking about making $20,000 in a week. That's the potential of this business. Now, how many weeks do we have in a year? We have 53 weeks. And if you have 53 weeks, and if you reach your maximum potential in this business, that is a freaking $1 million income for you in a year. This simply means that you could start very small and you could become very big in terms of size of your business, in terms of products and services you move through this business, in terms of the income you could make in this business. So please stop thinking that this is a part-time small thing for you. It is not. It is a very big business. And very big businesses require 3 things: you, a system, and a technology platform. The 3 parts of the success formula is you, the system, and the technology and the platform. Now, let me talk about the technology and the platform. We have the best technology. We have the best platform anybody could get in this world. Okay, our technology is supported by Microsoft. Our technology is supported, our technology was created by investing millions of dollars. Okay. Currently, the technology supports more than 20 million entrepreneurs around the world. Okay. It's not a small thing. The investment behind the technology goes into millions of dollars. And you are getting that technology by being part of this industry. Okay. Now, the next aspect of your success is the system. Titans is providing you with its system. We have what we call the Titan system. And if you embrace the system, if you embrace everything we teach you in this system, and if you implement it word by word, I guarantee you, your growth is going to be phenomenal. Your growth is guaranteed through our system. Now, what is the third aspect of success? The third aspect of success is you, yourself. You are the driver of this vehicle. You are going to build this vehicle into an amazing entrepreneurial opportunity. How would you do that? Depends on your mindset, your thinking, your attitude, your belief, your perseverance. Everything depends on you. You can make this a very small business, or you can make it a very big business in your mind. It depends upon you yourself. And that is why you, my dear friend, sitting here, each one of you is critical. Your thinking is critical. Your attitude is critical. Your perseverance is critical. Your focus is very critical for your success. I have not seen, the past 20 years I have been in this industry, I have not seen a bigger business than this. And that is the reason why I have been part of this for such a long period of time. It is very important for me to remind you the three most critical paradigms you need to change in your mind. What was number one? Paradigm shift number one. Okay. You do not need a lot of contacts. You just need to work within your circle of influence. What is paradigm shift number two? Do not focus on yourself. Instead, focus on others. Help others, build others, train and support others for you to succeed in this industry. Paradigm shift number three. This is a very big business. This is a huge, humongous opportunity for you. This opportunity can transform your life and make you extremely successful if you believe in it, if you practice it day in, day out. To conclude, I would want to say this. The beliefs in your mind, the thought processes in your mind has to change. This is not a traditional business. This is entrepreneurship. And when you come into entrepreneurship, you have to change your paradigms. And once you change your beliefs, your paradigms, to adapt to this new industry, success is yours. You will become extremely successful. You will transform your life from a nobody to a somebody. You would transform your life from where you are today to where you want to be in future. You would transform your life to the same kind of life successful people have in your country, in your town, in your city. I wish and pray that through your practice, through your effort, through your constant reminders about the paradigms you have and the new paradigms you need, the new paradigms you have adapted, you become successful. You become extremely successful. You become the influencer in your country, in your town, in your city. And you, through your life story, through your success story, let the lives of many more people change and make and this entrepreneurial opportunity transform thousands of people in the region where you belong to. I wish you all the best. See you on the top. Welcome to part 2 of our foundation training. I'm very excited to be with all of you. Okay, this is a great day for all of us. Why? Because we are going to discuss some very critical reasons why people fail in this business. You see, in 1959, when this industry got started, the first company got rolled out in the year 1959 in the US. And since then till today, there has been a lot of companies which has come in and who have become extremely successful. And there are a lot of companies which just wanted to make a quick buck, and they came in, they made their money, and they vanished. Some failed miserably. In the process of these companies coming and going, a lot of people got involved in our industry. And while they got involved in our industry, many became great success stories. We have a lot of success stories in this industry. At the same time, there are a lot of failures. Okay? I want to examine the most important reasons why people fail in this industry. And today, I'm going to speak a lot of real stuff, truth, why people fail. And I'm sure many of you will get offended. Okay? If you get offended, I am extremely sorry. I am apologetic for that. However, I like to speak the truth. And the truth is very, very bitter. Today, let us discuss those bitter truths which will help you overcome, which will help you not commit the same mistakes which those people who failed committed. Reason number one, they don't take this business seriously. You see, a lot of people think that this is a small-time business. They think that this business could be done when there is nothing else to be done. This business is the last priority to many people who do this business. Okay? All businesses are good, my dear friends. There is no business which is called a small-time business. Every business is good as long as you take it seriously. There is no small-time business, only small-time businessmen and women. Okay? How would you make a business small time or big time? It all depends on you. You, the person. You, the reason for your success. If you consider yourself as the most important reason to succeed in this business, then you will not consider this business as a small-time business. Because as I said earlier in my previous module, I told you your attitude determines your altitude. Now, if your attitude towards this business is like a small-time businessman or a small-time businesswoman, then nobody can save you, nobody can help you. However, if your attitude, if your thoughts are about this business, even though you started small, even though the business looks small in the beginning, if you understand the potential, if you understand that you are getting into distribution of products and services on an online platform, what does it mean? Online platform simply means that you are going to go global. Wherever you are in Africa or in Asia or in Middle East, doesn't matter. You sit in your home, you set up this business, and then you are going to go global. Now, if you are going to go global, that means the world is your market. And it is not a small-time business. It is only your thinking which makes it small-time. People think to qualify as a business, you need large amounts of money, large amount of capital. It is very untrue in today's world. How many of you would be able to spend $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $250,000 to get started in a traditional business? How many of you have that kind of money? Come on, in today's world, You don't need a lot of capital to start any business. You just need that business thought. You just need that vision. You just need that idea which could be started with a small amount of money, and you could grow it using the technology, using the platform we have. Our capital requirement is small. If the business does well, then I will take it seriously. This is what most people think. If the business is doing well, I will take it seriously. Come on. Which business can you do with that mindset? Can you start a restaurant by spending 50,000 US and then you telling yourself that you will take it seriously if the restaurant starts to make money? Come on, it doesn't happen that way. If you want to succeed in your restaurant business, you have to take it seriously from the word go. You have to get started with a lot of focus and with a lot of hard work for you to take it off, for you to build it up, and for you to grow it into a successful business. Okay? If the business does well, I will take it seriously. It is a very sure formula for failure. Let me guarantee you that. You take it seriously first, then the business you do will prosper. There is no business which you could do it after it starts producing results. There is no business which you will take seriously after it produces success for you. You must treat this business as any other business. Start working on the business. Start presenting this business to people. Okay? Start following up. Start presenting. Start following up. Start recruiting people into the business. Do the work. The best fertilizer for a farm is the farmer's feet. This is something which my grandparents told me when I was very young. My grandfather was a farmer. He used to grow coconut. He was involved in coconut farming. And he used to tell me, when I used to see him working on the field day in, day out. And whenever I talked to him, once when I was talking to him, he told me that the best fertilizer for the farm is the farmer's feet. What does it mean? It simply means that if you want to grow this business, you have to sit up and take responsibility. You have to sit up and take ownership. You have to sit up and tell yourself that enough is enough. I have been struggling throughout my life. I want to change this. I want to build my future. I want to make sure that my family and my children have a better life. I want to live in a better house. I want to build up a better future for everyone around me. And then you take ownership. And then you get on the ground. You immerse your feet into aggressive activity and build this business through hard work and sweat. Okay, you have to pay the price. Reason number 2, they do not believe in this business. They doubt it. Doubt is a big killer. It will kill your business. This business is a faith endeavor. What do we mean by faith? When you see others succeed, you know you can as well succeed in this business. Okay, a lot of people, when I got started, for example, when I got started, my first excitement in this business, the reason why I believed in this business is within 30 days, I hit my first income. And when I hit my first income, and when the check came from Chase Manhattan Bank, okay, US dollars 400, when I saw the check, it was an amazing feeling. Okay, I started to believe that this is real and this can happen to anyone. Now, my first income, excited and motivated a lot of my business partners who got started with me. This is a faith business. When you see others succeed, you know you can as well if you are willing to pay the price, if you are willing to do what they are doing. So make sure that you stay away from dream stealers. Okay, who are these dream stealers? People, when you are very excited, you are building this business on a daily basis, you are talking to people on a daily basis, you are presenting this business to anybody, everybody, and you are so excited while doing this business. And then you come across people who deflates you, who demotivates you, who really beat you down and make sure that you do not progress in this business. These are people who are negative. These are people who do not want to associate with any positive endeavor. These are people who are always negative about everything around them. They themselves don't want to do anything, and they don't want anybody they know to do anything and change their life. Stay away from such people. Okay? Do not get into arguments with them. The moment you see them, back out from them. The moment you see them, the moment they start talking negatively, tell them, I am very excited about this business, and I appreciate the fact that you are not excited about it. So please do not kill my energy, my passion, my belief in this business. I do not want you to be part of it. Okay? It's okay that you do not come on board and join me in this business. I'm 100% okay about it. Let me meet and talk to other people. And in that way, you will reduce your arguments. You will stop yourself from getting influenced by these dream stealers. Why do they influence you? Because they talk negative. Their negative talk can actually get into your mind, and it can slowly change your mind from a positive business builder to a negative force which will destroy your entrepreneurship spirit. So don't argue with them. Walk away from them. Have you ever wondered why these people are so negative? Because it takes a lot of courage, guys. It takes a lot of courage. Now, you guys are in this business. It takes a lot of courage for people to stand up and accept that they are a failure and work towards changing that reality. Now, these guys who are dream stealers, these guys who are negative, they do not want to take that responsibility. They want to stay where they are. They just want to criticize you and demotivate you and push you down so that you never progress in life. Okay? So make sure that you stay away from such people. Do we have such people amongst us? Yes, thousands of them, all around us. The moment you recognize one, run away from them. It's very important that you believe in this business. You have no doubt. Okay? The moment somebody puts doubt in you, it starts to kill you. Doubt is a very big killer. Make sure you achieve that state of mind where you believe in yourself and you believe in the company and you believe in the industry. Very, very critical. When you get started and when you work aggressively in this business, one thing I can guarantee you, you will get a lot of rejections. A lot of people will say no to you. But do not get worried. Do not get affected by the no's you get. Why? Because when you buy a brand new car, when you go on a vacation, when you build a new home for yourself, when you send your children to a better school, a lot of people will take notice and will come back to you and would want to be part of your journey. There is a saying that money is relative. The more money you have, the more relatives you have. The more no's you get, the more people are watching you from far away. They are all watching you to see how much success you get. Okay? So don't get worried about the rejections you get. Nobody has 100% success rate. Tell me, how many of you have got 100% success in the business so far? Is there anybody here who has got everyone joining you and signing up with you because you are inviting them into this business? No one. Okay, I have never got 100% success rate. A lot of people who are successful today have got many no's. They have been rejected left, right, and center. If you get rejected, it doesn't mean that you will fail. Does it mean that you will fail? If that is the case, I have got more rejection than success in this business. But do you think that I am a failure? Never. The more rejections you get, the more success you will become. This is an influence business. What does it mean? You influence your people. You influence your team. You influence everybody in your team. Okay? It's like this. You influence your children. For example, if you have a family, and let's say you have a few children in the family, and when you and your family live together, if you pray at home every day, if it is a family prayer where you, your children, your wife, everybody comes together and pray every day, okay, you are influencing your children to pray. Now, on the other side of it, if you buy a crate of beer every day, keep it at home, open it in front of your children, and you drink the beer every day, what are you doing? You are influencing your children to do exactly the same what you did. When they grow up, you are teaching them. When they grow up, they should also do this. So, you are an influence in anything you do. If you influence good behavior in our business, your business will flourish and your business will grow. So what does it mean? It simply means that this is an influence business. What you do is what exactly your people will do. You are the standard bearer of your organization. They will not look at your seniors. They will look at you. Your people, your team members will look at you. You influence your organization. If you are a full-timer, aggressively, actively building this business, a lot of your people will also have the courage. They will get influence to go full-time. If you are a part-timer, a lot of people will get influence to remain as part-timers. You influence your organization. So my question to you is, are you a positive influence or are you a negative influence to your organization? You decide. You ask this question to yourself. Okay, I pray that you are a positive influence. What seeds have you sown so far? Okay, what have you done so far? Have you even got started while doing this business? Make sure that all positive news goes down into your team. Make sure that all negative news goes up, meaning you discuss negative with your seniors and positive with your juniors who are part of this business. Make sure that you build this business with a lot of positivity and with a lot of entrepreneurial attitude. It is very critical for you to understand this. Okay? Do not allow dream stealers to steal your future. Reason number 3, they don't invest time to master this business. You see, a lot of people are interested in becoming successful, but very few are committed to become successful. Do you know the difference? The difference is as different as being a poor person and being a rich person. A poor person is interested in making money, but he is not willing to put in the effort to make that money. A rich person, on the other side, is committed in becoming rich. So he finds a lot of reasons to remain committed. He is willing to pay the price. Does it make sense to study all the aspects of this business? Do you think you and me who are working on this business, does it make any sense to you that you should learn and master all aspects of this business? There are so many aspects in this business. What are they? Number one, you need to learn about the industry. You need to learn about the company. You need to learn about the way how to present this business. You need to learn how to close a sale. You need to learn how to handle objections. You need to learn how to duplicate. You need to learn a lot. Okay, and where does this learning happen? This learning happens from your effort, from your work. Now, how do you work? You work with people. Let me give you an example of a bakery. If you want to start a bakery, what is the most important skill you need in running a bakery successfully? Let me tell you, you need to bake. You need to know how to bake. If you don't know how to bake, you will become a big failure in the bakery business. Why? Because if the people who are working in your bakery doesn't turn up, would you shut down your bakery for a week because they are sick? Instead, you should be focused. You should know how to bake your bread so that you can run your bakery, even if you face a challenge wherein your people have not turned up to work. It is very important to learn everything. Okay, you need to learn about the industry. You need to learn about free enterprise, about entrepreneurship. You need to learn about various aspects of this business. You need to learn about the company, when it got started, why did the company start, what are the different aspects of this company, how did this company grow from when it got started till today. You need to learn about the team you belong to, who are the founders of the team, why are they calling themselves the Titans, why is it important for you to understand the value system of the team, why is it important that you master the system which the team has given you. Okay, so there are so many aspects. You need to learn about the products we promote. You need to learn about the benefits which each and every product provides to the customer. You need to learn about the technology we use. What kind of technology are we using? How does it help to reach over 20 million people and more coming on board every week? So there is a lot of things you need to learn. And if you want to learn all this, you have to commit your time and effort into it. The plan. What are the most important elements of our plan? What are the strongest points? What are the weakest areas of our plan? Why is it that we are using a binary plan? Okay, how is it powerful? Is it duplicatable? Is it profitable? The more you know about the business, the more you can represent the business. The more you know about the business, the more you can defend the business. The more you know about the different aspects of the business, you can be confident about the business. So it helps you while you deal with your people. It helps you to convince yourself, and it also helps you to handle questions and objections when you are trying to expand the business. It is very critical for you to understand that your confidence comes from your knowledge. When you have knowledge, you have confidence. Knowledge is power. When you know everything, you can train others. You can speak to anybody, anywhere in the world about the business. The key to sustain your business is to train your leaders. Now, most of you have many leaders who are part of your team. How much time do you invest in training and teaching them? Very critical for your success, because your success is dependent on your people. Your people is your foundation. They are going to be the building blocks of your team. They are going to be the building blocks of your success. Now, when you learn everything, you are going to change other people. You are going to transform their lives. And when you are going to transform them, you are going to create success for them. And when they succeed, it is guaranteed that you will also succeed. Make sure that you sit down, train and teach your people. Spend a lot of time on your partners. Keep your focus on them. Help them to understand this business as much as you understand. Train them, teach them, give them the confidence. Don't allow them to quit at the first rejection. Don't allow them to think that this business is not going to help them. You see, a lot of people quit within the first few months of the business. Why? Because they cannot handle rejections. Handling rejections is part of your mindset. It is very critical that you understand that failure is an integral part of your success. So failing, they call it failing forward. What do we mean by failing forward? Failing forward simply means that you fail today in order to learn the business so that tomorrow you succeed. Make sure that you don't quit. Point number 4, they think it is a get-rich-quick scheme. A lot of people a lot of people want to become rich quickly. And because of that nature of human beings, a lot of people get cheated. This industry, this business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. However, it is definitely a get-rich-sure program. If you are willing to learn and if you are willing to work after you learn. You see, I am getting a bit, it's too hot for me. So I hope you don't mind me removing my blazer. Yeah? Please allow me to remove my blazer. It's too hot. I want to narrate a story about a farmer who grows corn in his field. Okay? A farmer who grows the corn, he prepares the farm, he plows the farm, he mixes it with manure, natural manure, he waters the farm, he plants the seeds, and then he keeps working on the farm for many, many months before the kernel produces corn. Okay, the one plant of corn, one kernel of corn, eventually, at the time of harvesting, will produce thousands of corns. It produces thousands, maybe even more than that, from one kernel of the corn plant. And that is exactly the same in our business. Every partner you bring into this business, every partner of yours is like that kernel. You have to manure, you have to support, you have to water, and you have to grow the person you bring into the business like the kernel of the corn. You have to take so much care, and if you work in building that person up from whoever they are, from whatever mindset they are, from whatever knowledge and skills they have, to a person who knows how to present the business, who knows how to handle objections, who knows how to handle new prospects, who knows how to duplicate. Eventually, this person will grow from where he started to a successful leader, a successful entrepreneur, who eventually will build thousands of more business partners and businessmen and women who would constitute your huge, humongous team. So it is one person at a time. If you want to succeed in this business, think like a farmer. You must be willing to pay the price. What do we mean by paying the price? You must be ready to miss on a few family gatherings. You must be ready to miss a few parties, a few movies, okay? And instead of all this, you will be spending your time and energy teaching, training, supporting, and nurturing your business partners. Make sure people in our business could start earning from 100 US to 200 to 300 to 400. As you work with them, slowly they will move from the minimum earnings to multiple earnings during a week. It takes a lot of effort to train and support and nurture people. This is not a get-rich-quick program. This is a sure success formula. This is definitely a get-rich-sure program. There is a world of difference between these two thoughts. It is important that you pay the price and build this business with a lot of focus and with a lot of determination to help and build your people. They don't have focus. Reason number 5. A lot of people want to succeed, but they never focus in this business. They wish that they succeed, and when they do not focus in the business, they never succeed. What do we mean by focus? Focus is of paramount importance in anything you do, in anything you want to succeed. If you cannot focus, you are not going to make it there. What is focus? Focus means remaining focused on the purpose you have. Having that focus on the purpose of why you are doing something and how long are you willing to do it. In this case, if you are a focused person, you would remain focused without any distractions from anything around you for probably 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year. In my case, I have been here for 20 years now, and I have not lost my focus. Now, let me give you some examples of focus. For example, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, what was his focus? From childhood days, he would focus on only one thing. What is that? Playing golf. He played and played and played and played and played. Every day he wakes up to play golf. And he does what is required to play golf. There is nothing else in his mind. His only focus is to master the game golf. And he became a champion because of this one single quality, focus. Focus is what makes people succeed. You know about the brand, the jeans brand, which we call Levi. Levi has been producing jeans for many, many years, more than 100 years now. Okay? They have mastered the art of producing jeans. and they produce world-class jeans. Okay. Now, what was their focus? Why are they focusing only on jeans? Because if you want to become a champion, you have to focus in one thing. You cannot focus in 10 different things and become champion in everything. Okay. I'm not telling you to focus here. It's your choice. But if you want to succeed here, focus here. Focusing here simply means getting up every day morning, thinking about what you can do to progress your business, working on that plan, collaborating with your seniors, implementing the system, practicing and mastering the skills required, and eventually duplicating our business system through everybody you bring on board, and duplicate it in such a way that your business grows from an income potential of 100 US to 1,000 US, maybe in a span of 6 months, from 1,000 US to 5,000 US, maybe in a span of 1 year or 2 years, from 5,000 US to 10,000 US, maybe in a span of 3 to 4 years. I'm talking about earning this money every week. It is very much possible. A lot of people you know personally are making it. If they can make it, why cannot you? You want to succeed in this business, you want to build your future in this business, you need to focus here. Focus is paramount, is of paramount importance. And when you focus, nobody can stop you from succeeding in this industry. Reason number 6, they don't know how to present this business. All big earners know how to present the business. People won't take you seriously if you don't know how to present. Now, most of you who are seated here, I believe that you know how to present. But I am sure you know many people in your teams who are not willing to do it, who are not willing to learn how to present. And if they are not, it is guaranteed that they will never succeed. I still remember when I got started 20 years back, the first time I was presenting to somebody, I requested my senior to help me. And after that presentation, I remember in that meeting, my senior and my prospect ended up arguing with each other. And they couldn't complete it in a polite manner, in a nice manner. And it was a very bad experience for me. I told myself that I don't need anyone to help me to master this. Okay, I told myself that I have to learn this. I went back home that night. I referred to the website. I sat down and made notes. I wrote down how to explain the compensation plan. I went and researched on various products, studied about it, and then decided which products to promote. And then I learned how to conclude and complete a presentation. Second presentation onwards, I got started. I'm not saying I did it with a lot of ego or with a lot of pride. I did it because of necessity. I did it because I wanted to master it. And when I mastered it, it took about 20 to 30 presentations for me to master this business. Okay? And thereafter, there was no looking back. I have from a novice to a good presenter, from a good presenter to a master presenter. I remember one point of time, a lot of people would want to attend my business presentation because I'm very good in what I do. Okay? If you know how to present, you can bring your business anywhere. If you know all aspects of this business, people will really take you seriously because they want to be part of somebody who takes this business seriously. Now, if you are very excited about this business, you go to your very close relative and you are excited, you want to share the business, and your relative tells you to do it. And if you, in front of your relative, if you call your senior to come down and help you, then you are losing your relative for sure. Because your relative wanted to hear from you how this business works. And you are still depending on somebody to do this business. Please make sure that you learn how to do this. It is very critical that you learn within the first month. If you are using the help of your partners beyond a month, you are already, I would consider that you are a lazy business builder. You are not serious about your goals and dreams. You are here just because somebody pushed you here. I don't want you to be in that frame of mind. Learn how to make a presentation. Learn how to explain the business model. Learn about the company, the products, everything. Make sure that you master this. How many people would you like to have in your team? I got started with 5 in my first month. 500 happened in less than 6 months. 5,000 happened in less than 2 years. What about you? How many would you want to be part of your team? If you want to hit the 5,000 people mark, you have to be a very good presenter. Imagine a situation where you have 50 partners, and these 50 people, nobody knows how to present. What will be your situation? How would you manage the workload? Would you be able to grow and duplicate? If your growth has reached already 100 people, and those 100 people, no one knows how to do this business, would you really grow? I doubt your growth. You may crumble, you may crash, you may collapse. It is very critical for you to teach at least your most important 2 people. And then they teach another 2 each, and then another 10, and then another 20, then another 50, then another 100. Imagine a situation where you have 400 business partners and everyone knows how to present. What will happen? Your business will explode. Your business will grow every day. Your business will flourish, and you will make a lot of income out of the business because everybody in your team is duplicating. Everybody is growing. You must nurture and teach your people. Groups of people. You have to spend a lot of time teaching and training people. If you cannot do that, definitely you will never have a huge team. It is so critical for you to understand this, okay, that your success depends on others' success. And you have to make sure that you dedicate your time to help others master this business. Reason number 7, they don't look at the future. Most people who quit this business do not understand this truth of life. A small problem, a small challenge will put them down and they will quit without even understanding forces of nature. Everybody who is building their future, building anything, for example, either building a business, building a home, building a road, building a school, building a park, everyone faces challenges on a daily basis. And you are not exceptional here. You are not challenge free. You are going to deal with people, you are going to build this business, and you are going to face challenges. Accept it from the very beginning. Okay? Now, if you quit because you are facing challenges, then I would never expect you to become successful in life, because there is nothing in this world which is challenge free. I guarantee you, you will face a lot of challenges. Okay? But people who succeed in whatever they do, they face them. They do not quit. They do not run away from challenges. Instead, they sit down, they discuss the problem, and they will find solutions to their challenges. Every challenge has a solution. You have to sit down, think about it, and you have to come up with new ideas where you would find solutions. Think about it. Today you are facing a challenge. If you overcome it, you may be challenge free for the next 6 months, and your business will grow. 6 months later, you may face another challenge. Again, you will overcome it, and you will grow in the business for 1 year, 2 years, and so on. And when you find solutions again and again and again, that is when you progress in this business. Imagine you find solutions to all your problems. What will happen to you 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now? Where will you be? How big your team would be? How big your income would be? How big your success would be? Where will your children be? Where will your family be? Which vacation would you be taking 4 years from now? Which car would you be driving? What house and what place your house will be? Nobody knows. Think about it. Your future determines your success. So quitting today without thinking about the future is not the solution. It is very important that you understand this reality. Your financial future in this business will be determined by what you do or not do over the next few months. If you are serious about this business, make sure that you overcome every challenge you face. I do not know what you will face, but I know what I faced all these years and how I overcome them and built my organization, the Team Titans. The Team Titans is growing globally, and all of you are part of that team. Okay? Team Titans was founded in the year 2003, and we have grown for more than 17, 18 years now. And we have built a family of global entrepreneurs across the world. So 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you will be managing and running a huge organization. And your life would have changed from a nobody today to a somebody by then. So focus on the future. Don't worry about today's challenge, daily challenges. Face them, sit together and find solutions, implement those solutions, and overcome your challenges. Reason number 8, people who fail have no vision. It is so true. A lot of people who fail in our industry, they do not have any vision. Okay? They do not know, they cannot imagine why they are in this business. At this juncture, I want to narrate the story of the bricklayers. Have you heard about the bricklayers? Okay, there was this man who went visiting a site where a building was put up, and a few workers were laying bricks there. So he walked into the site and he asked the first bricklayer, "What are you doing here?" The guy turned around, looked at him and said, "I'm laying bricks." Then he walked a few feet ahead and met the second guy. And the second guy, again, he asked the same question. What are you doing here? The second guy said, I am working so that I could earn a living. Amazing, isn't it? Doing the same work, having two different reasons. Okay? And then he walked to the third guy. This guy seemed to be much more serious, was focused, and was not distracted by him approaching that guy. So he went near him, got his attention, and asked him, what are you doing here? And the guy was not very happy with the question. He was a bit annoyed. With that expression on his face, he turned around and told this man that I am building a cathedral. Can't you see what I am doing? Three people doing the same work with three different reasons for doing what they are doing. The first guy is laying bricks. For him, it is just simply laying bricks. Okay, at the end of the day, he will get his salary and he will go home. He doesn't bother what he is doing there, as long as he is doing what he has been asked to do. The second guy says he is earning a living, meaning he is doing whatever he is doing because he is getting paid, he is getting a salary. And the third guy is saying that he is building a cathedral. Please don't disturb me. He is focused. He has a vision. What is his vision? He can see the cathedral in his mind. He is working on, when he is laying the bricks, he is thinking about the cathedral which is coming up. He is thinking about the people who are going to pray here. And because he knows what he is doing, he pays attention. He gives a lot of focus. He pays a lot of attention in everything he is doing. And his work shows up that kind of vision he has. So what did this story teach you? Do you have such a vision like the guy who is building the cathedral? If you have such a vision, you will never get tired building this business. You will put extra time and effort into what you are doing. You will admire what you are doing. You will love what you are doing. You will have a sense of urgency in doing the best, giving the best effort into what you are doing. Your vision will grow you into a leader. You will make sure that the bricks and mortar of your business is of great quality. What is that? What are the bricks and mortar of your business? They are the people you bring into this business. You will ensure that you bring quality people. A cathedral requires a vision. Similarly, our business requires a vision. When you have a vision, you don't take things lightly. You determine your target. You must have a vision. You remain focused. Everything starts with a vision. If you are building, your house, if you are shooting your movie, if you are buying a car, anything you do in your life, everything which is worthwhile starts with a vision. So tell me, guys, tell me, my friends, what about your vision? What is your vision? What are you building here? Are you building this business like the first bricklayer, or are you building it like the second one, or are you building it like the bricklayer who is building a cathedral? This business resembles very well with the third bricklayer. If you are building this business with the vision of the third bricklayer, the guy who is building the cathedral, then guaranteed you are going to succeed, because you have everything what it takes to build this business. You have everything what it takes to make yourself an extremely success story. I wish and pray that you take this business very seriously. You build this business with a lot of vision, with a lot of focus, and you build this business for the long term. The past 1 hour, I was discussing with you why people fail in our industry. And everything we discussed today is what you should avoid. Everything we discussed today is not for you. You should never allow that to happen in your business career. I know that you are part of this business to make a big difference in your life. If you are willing to learn, nobody can stop you. If you are willing to spend time and pay the price to succeed, nobody can stop you. If you are willing to practice this business day in, day out with the guidance of your seniors, and if you are willing to implement the system we have, the Titan system, if you are willing to learn and practice this every day, success is yours. I wish and pray that this training will help you avoid the big mistakes which most people do, and you remain focused with a huge vision which you should create for yourself. And eventually, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you will be standing here where I am today, talking to your team, training them, teaching them, grooming them, and developing successful people, not only in your country, but anywhere you want to. This is a global business, guys. Make sure that you go global as soon as possible. I wish you all the best, and I want to see you guys on top of the world. Okay? Make your journey from a nobody to a somebody in the shortest possible time you could. I gave myself 3 to 5 years to do that. Today, a lot of people are doing that within 1 to 3 years. I want you to decide your standards yourself. If you want to drive this vehicle at a high speed, nobody will stop you. If you want to drive this at a very slow speed, no one is going to stop you from that even. You determine your speed. I wish you all the best. See you on the top. Let's rock the Titans.